I get up.
Good morning, Singapore, and welcome to The Big Show and The Big Show TV. Our guest for this morning is Dr. Geraldine Tan from the Therapy Room, and she is in the studio.
Yay! I'm in the studio again, and I scared Glenn.
Actually, you scared all of us, actually.
Because you were such a ninja when you walked in.
Yes.
And you just jumped into the studio.
Undetected. And you were like, oh!
Okay, so we understand you just came back from Chiang Mai.
Yes, I did, and the team went to Chiang Mai to a girls' dorm, a Summit Foundation who runs Gateway, and they sponsor girls, teens, right up to the university years, and they sponsor accommodation and their studies.
So these are for girls that are troubled girls, or
They may have
Are they orphans?
dysfunctional. No, they're not. They're not. They're not orphans. But they may have some issues at home. Definitely some financial issues. So the foundation supports them, and we are there to help them with their emotional regulation, emotional awareness.
That's wonderful.
Okay,
I'm sure they were
That's
very
amazing.
grateful for, you guys going down there and talking to them.
We learned so much from them. So sometimes it's not just about the giving, but also we received so much. Our hearts were so full, and the tears just overflowed at the end of
my
the
gosh.
day.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
and some of these girls also end up in a home. Is it a home? Would you call it a home?
It's
Do they
not
live there?
really.
Okay.
They stay there.
Yeah.
They stay there for the duration of their studies.
Oh, right. Okay, got it. And sometimes it's caused by conflicts at home as well. That people can't get along.
True. So whenever there's a community, there's always conflict. And I think we were not only doing the camp for the girls, we were also doing training for the staff over there.
I see.
Okay.
Yes. So we didn't really cover conflict management when we were there, but it was brought up. So it wasn't one of the topics that I had prepared to coach them in or train them, but it did come up. So I thought it would be quite interesting to look at conflict management, because in any group, in any community, there will be conflict.
Yeah, there's so much conflict going on around the world right now.
Yeah.
And even in
So-
workplaces.
Yeah,
You know,
for
so I think
sure.
this is a very relevant topic of discussion today. So why don't we start a little bit right now before we move on to the Big Show TV? Conflict management.
So if we look at conflict, is conflict necessary?
I
No.
think so.
No.
Well, I think
No,
that there's
yes.
you're always gonna have difference of opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, the conflict occurs when that arises, but you can communicate it effectively,
yes.
and therefore the conflict that you have doesn't last very long. But I do think that conflict is it's inevitable.
Yeah, but conflict has such a negative connotation. I mean, the way you've put it sounds positive.
Yeah, because the way Daphne's put it is like, okay, we agree to disagree.
Yes,
right?
exactly.
But
And
when
if-
we say conflict, right, you're absolutely right. It feels like it's about to get physical.
It's like a fight. It's almost like a fight of minds or a fight of opinions.
Yes.
And people
But
have
it doesn't
to.
have to. It doesn't have to be.
No,
that
it doesn't
way,
have to be. Yeah, this is why women should rule the world.
There. Are y'all? I'm
outnumbered
out of this. I'm
today.
just observing you
Are we
guys.
fighting? No, we're not
Yeah,
fighting.
It sounds like there's a little disagreement
Conflict?
there.
No.
Absolutely not. Where'd you pick that up from? It's so weird how what men pick up and women don't.
You seem so defensive.
Me? No.
Yeah.
Did I really?
Extremely defensive.
Oh,
No.
Glenn, stop
No,
stirring stuff
I'm
up.
not even in this.
I think he's stirring.
He's
What
he's
are
about
you
to
doing?
leave the
He's
studio.
realizing he's the minority
No,
today.
it's like-
so he's
I
trying
can
I
to.
was
picture-
just
I can
about
picture-
to say that.
I can picture everyone out there going like, hey, why is Angel so defensive this
Oh,
morning?
why?
It's like, why does she seem so aggro?
Oh, wow.
Today
happening?
there's no FD, so he's
He's redirecting. Yes, he's
No,
redirecting.
I'm just
to
sitting here
Angel.
enjoying the company of 5 women.
The professional is picking up on your.
Of course, the
attack.
professional will take your side, right?
Oh my God.
Okay, anyway, let's continue this conversation on the Big Show TV. Up next, Pink, this is Trust Fall on Kiss 92.
You're definitely stirring.
Can
the
you
pot
imagine
right
if we
here.
all stood behind Glenn and told him to do a trust fall? Would you fall?
Of course.
Really? You
what
trust
would we
just the
do?
three of us to catch?
I would hold on to the back of my hand, but yeah, I would do it.
Have you done trust falls before?
I have, yeah.
They're
I've
quite
jumped
scary.
forward, not backwards.
Oh, you have to
It's
go
like
backwards.
you have
That's
to
the whole
go
point.
backwards.
No,
falls
man.
backwards.
It's like
Yeah.
brain damage.
Oh, Glenn
The
got trust
trust.
issues.
Yes. Oh dear.
Do you have trust issues, do you think?
No, I mean if I'm on stage and I don't know the people
Oh,
in
okay,
front.
okay,
I
fair
mean that's
enough,
what I
fair
mean,
enough.
lah.
Okay.
Right? Because that's basically it, right? You go up
Yeah.
there, you host the show.
Yeah,
and
you
there are
don't have
like
to start on stage.
1,000 people out there, and they go, like, "Come on, Glenn, let's go."
Oh, no.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Come
I
on,
also wouldn't
surf.
trust that. I wouldn't
Let's
trust-
go.
I wouldn't
So I
trust
did
that.
it that way once, but
right,
if you
okay.
ask me to go backwards, because last minute they go like, "Let the fella fall."
Wow, that's scary. Yeah, then you would injure yourself.
Boom.
Oh my god.
Okay, but going back to conflict.
Yes,
So-
we are. Yeah,
So much like that discussion that Angel and I just had, which Glenn
Picked up as
picked up
conflict.
as conflict, is exactly what I'm saying, because it's not necessarily conflict.
No.
It's just that we have differing opinions on one thing, and neither is right or wrong.
And I'm
It's
open
just
to
an-
hearing your opinion.
Exactly.
You know, because
But
it gives
that
us new perspective.
But that is considered
She
a
says only.
a-
I realize like women, they
just throw it at him. Just throw it at him.
women, they.
You asking for
You're
it
just
this morning,
scared of the
Glenn.
little kitten. That's all.
The kitten. That's
As
right.
guys, we always
remember
talk
the
among
kitten.
ourselves. You're like,
We're,
you know,
we're
women
back
are
to the
they-
kitten story.
What is the kitten story? I
He
don't
needs
know.
to get on your couch. This is where the problem started. The
I always
kittens.
need to get on your couch.
The kitten bit him and scratched him.
When?
When I was a kid.
When he was, so he's afraid
You
of
know
kittens.
what? It happened
So-
to me too. There was a stray cat at the school. So the school that I was at, we had a temporary location because they were renovating. And then there was this stray cat that everyone would go and feed. And I was scared of animals at that point. I never had a pet in my
Okay.
life. So I went up and I finally had the courage to. And then, you know, I think animals can
It
sense when
felt
you're
your fear.
Yes.
Yes.
And then it just. The claws came out, it wrapped itself around my ankle and just went right into claws into my leg. And from then on, I freaked out, I panicked, and I definitely had
PTSD.
trust issues
So
with the
last
cat.
week
Yeah.
we talked about PTSD. So
I
you
see, I
still
see.
have
Yes.
PTSD.
I think it's a bit better now because
Okay.
I've dated some guys that have cats, and so I've had to deal with cats. But now, but
Yeah.
you know,
And
I will
much
never
more.
forget.
But the
and
claw,
worse,
right? the
yes.
feeling of the claw is so sharp,
But
right?
the
for a cat.
unpredictability
Yes.
of animals sometimes.
And the thing is, I got bitten by the kitten.
Oh.
So, you know, I didn't expect like
But
the
did
cat to
it
bite
still
me,
hurt?
to
Yes.
scratch me, yes, but to
Yes.
bite me. So I still, I can still feel it after all these years.
Oh, okay.
So yes, so you know, it's not just about conflict, right? What you were talking about, the difference in ideas. So some reasons for conflicts would be different personality. So different gender, as we pointed out, you know, so
different age group as well, because
So
people
it
have different
is-
opinions.
Yeah, different opinions, different perspective, different experiences. If we talk about different age group,
Yeah.
Yep.
yep. So different energy.
Yeah.
Sometimes we're lower in energy and we go like, yeah, but I don't want to, you know, participate
up and
so
go.
much. Yeah.
Yeah.
Another one is like, go. So there might be some conflict
Yeah.
there.
So is it true that there's a lot of conflict between women?
Glenn, you're just taking
Like-
the opportunity, you know? He's like, I'm never going to be in a room again like
If
this.
anything, I think there's more conflict between men and women.
I've spoken to some women who swear, right? They get along better with men.
I get
do.
along
yeah,
great
me
with
too.
men.
Yeah. I have more guy friends. I think
Yeah.
with girls, we actually want to open up and talk. So when you talk and you communicate, you're gonna realize that maybe there's not everything you agree on. Whereas guys just don't talk. So there's no conflict.
So they just
Like, is it a healthy thing? You know,
Yeah.
it's a give and take. You know,
Yeah.
because women are more open,
Yeah.
we get to be more vulnerable with each other.
But therein lies the problem.
But
you see.
there-
See,
yeah.
if these guys are with their other halves already, okay? I mean, if they're single, that's fine, right? But if they are married or if they're attached or whatever, that's where the problem comes in. Because most guys, right? I mean, they get along with women, but they can't have so many,
With female friends.
female friends if they're with someone else already.
Is this back to
I
that
think-
prawn peeling story?
Prawn peeling story?
Would you listen? Would you
story.
listen to another woman's problems?
Oh.
You know what I mean? It's
Okay, don't bring
kinda-
that up.
It's kind
It's
of
not-
like that, though.
Yeah,
It's
well-
it is kind of like that.
But you know where I'm coming from,
Yes,
right?
yeah.
What
I do, and okay, I don't have a problem with, let's say, my significant other having friends that are girls,
Close
because
friends,
I
yeah.
have a lot of
Guy friends.
what's the term for it? Like no feeling
Platonic
friends.
platonic
Yeah, I have a lot
relationships.
of. That's the word. Thank you. I have a lot of platonic. Like my best friend is a guy. I've never had anything. He's an attractive guy. Like objectively, I think he's a good-looking dude. But I could never see him in that way.
He's
Yeah.
like a brother.
Yeah, and he has never ever,
Hit on
been
you.
inappropriate, or we've just been very open and honest with each other.
Yeah.
Always. Our
But
whole
guys and girls
friendship.
a bit hard, lah. Cannot one drunk night, something will happen.
Nah, I mean, okay, it helps that he's sober, but I don't think that even if we were to drink or be
Anything would
intoxicated,
happen.
I think if anything, he would be like a good brother to me, because I don't have any brothers,
Yeah.
And so if I can see in that way, and I think that trust breeds trust, right? So like, if I can trust my partner to, and if he proves me wrong, so be it. Then it's not meant to be,
Yeah, exactly.
right? But I want to give my partner the opportunity and freedom to be however he wants to be,
And with whoever he wants
with
to be.
whoever he
as
wants
well,
to be.
yeah.
But that being said, I'm a guy's girl. Like most of my friends are guys. I'm not a girl's girl.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, because I do agree. I do agree with the idea that there is a lot of conflict between girls and girls that sometimes doesn't get resolved and then ends up being even saltier. The relationship or friendship. So I to a degree I agree with you, but I also think that there's pros and cons lah. I love being able to share with my girlfriends. Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Are we going on
traffic,
it?
yes.
Okay, stand by. Stand by.
You find another and you'll be just fine. Let her go. It'll be alright. It'll be alright. It'll be alright. It'll be alright. It'll be alright.
Kiss 92 traffic.
Just one situation. This is on the SLE towards the BKE. Right after the Upper Thompson Road exit, a vehicle has stalled there. If you spot anything else, it's 8855-0920.
Good morning and welcome back to The Big Show and The Big Show TV. We currently have with us our award-winning psychologist, Dr. Geraldine Tan from the therapy room. But coming up at around 8:30 a.m. today, we'll have a Liverpool legend with us in the studio. Martin Skrtel is on the way right now. Okay, so speaking of managing conflicts, what actually inspired today's topic, Gerry? Why did you bring up managing conflicts? Is it because you know that conflicts happen every day, everywhere?
It happens everywhere, in any community, in any group. And we're talking about the different genders. I think guys have, they have conflicts in a different way. Girls have conflicts in a different
Guys
way.
have conflicts with their fists. Girls have conflicts with their words. I
true.
prefer the words, you
Yeah,
know?
for sure.
I think more efficient.
What about internal conflicts? I mean, you can have a conflict with yourself as well, right?
True, true.
Oh, that
That
one
is
hit.
true.
Oh dear.
Definitely.
Too close to home.
Oh no. I'm sorry.
Oh no. Yes, you can have an internal conflict also. I mean, so I was going to talk about groups, but
Yeah.
it's okay. We'll park that aside.
Uh-oh. Someone needs help.
What are your rates, Dr. Gerry?
Okay, maybe I'll look at the stages of groups. That
Okay.
helps us to frame a little bit more,
All right.
yeah? So when a community comes together, we are forming something together. In our minds, we are very cautious, we're very courteous, we are very tentative. But then the next stage, so there are 5 stages by Bruce Tuckman. The next stage is storming. So already before, as you are coming together, you start to bring all the different personalities, the ideas, the perspective, the experiences, and everything comes in, right? So after being tentative and watching out, looking out, then the storm begins.
Oh.
Yeah,
Right,
so the
okay.
next stage is actually storming. So that's the second stage. I said 5, right? Second stage is already storming because you need to iron out all these differences. So you need to figure out how you can work together.
So when you say storming, once it's storming means there's
Cloudy,
major conflicts already,
cloudy.
about to fight already, is it?
Could be. It doesn't have to be major conflicts because a lot of people think that it has to be huge ones.
Yeah.
But no, it can,
can be a
small
minor
So you're saying
ones.
resolve it early.
Correct. Even in families, you constantly have conflicts because everyone is going through the different developmental stages. You're going through different experiences. So you will have conflict.
So if you allow the conflict to stew, the longer it stews, the
Correct.
worse it gets.
Yes. So then the next stage is norming. What kind of culture are you building?
Norming, like normalizing.
Normalizing. That
Okay.
means what is our
Right, yeah,
community like? Is it a fighting culture? Is it something that is very collaborative? Is it something that is very peaceful?
Right.
Because different things work for different people, right?
So rival clubs, for example, Liverpool and Everton, because Martin Skrtel is about to come in already, and I am in my Everton jersey right now, and he is a Liverpool player who used to love it when we jeered him.
He loved
Yes.
it, or he quotation mark loved
But I
it.
mean, that's the reason why I think Martin Skrtel and myself are the same, because I love it when people jeer me and boo me and put
Why,
me
it
down.
makes you fight even
because
harder.
it makes me fight even harder.
Right, right. Some
Exactly.
people need that, right? Some
Yeah, it
people
gives
need
them
that.
energy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they pull from that.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I mean, rivals between football clubs. Do you think they should resolve their differences or just?
Is that what keeps them going?
Well, it really depends, right? If jeering is something that energizes both sides, then it's okay. But if it puts them down and it turns
know
into
what?
a big fight.
A really good example is I have some friends, right, as couples, they love to just like go at each other, but it's like in a loving like
Oh,
they
okay.
like they
Correct.
you can tell that it's not offensive. They just do
Right.
it to like egg each other on kind
Yeah.
of thing. Yes, but I see Angel's face. I also am not like
They
that.
know where to draw the line, lah. It's okay.
No, they
it's
have
what
no
turns
line.
them on.
But to me, it makes me very
so
uncomfortable.
it makes me
it's like so
uncomfortable.
irritating. No,
But-
I can't do that with my wife.
Yeah,
She'll kick me.
but I can see, and then so it's funny because to us, I think also because we're empaths, we're creative people, we like it, but we think that it's very uncomfortable. But they're
Yeah.
They
it's
enjoy
how
it.
they thrive as a
Yep,
couple. So
exactly.
it's different, right?
Exactly. And coming back to Liverpool and Everton, I think we should just continue to fight because
Okay.
Merseyside will be blue one day. It is 8:16.
Kiss 92 Time Check brought to you by
Smooth
Because it's currently red.
It is currently red.
Yes.
It is currently red. But Manchester is blue, so
Yeah.
I don't think
So-
that helps your case very much.
No, it doesn't.
keep
you
hope
know-
alive.
But you know what I mean, right? Like there are some people, so like in an environment where conflict seems like a way to thrive, then it's okay to have
so
that.
that's their norm.
Is
Yeah,
conflict
that's
ever
normal.
good though? Is conflict ever good though?
It's we use it in a bad way. There's this negative
Connotation,
connotation, that bad taste in the mouth.
So it shouldn't
but
be?
it doesn't mean
Yeah.
that it is bad.
Yeah, because some people like to just egg each other on, like kind of friendly competition, I guess. As long as they all know it's fun and games, maybe.
or it encourages growth. It encourages you to think. That banter that you're talking about
Yeah, I
is
guess.
very intellectually stimulating if you think about it.
Because if everyone thought the same way and had the same opinions, what arguments are there,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
I don't like.
Yeah. No, I get
I
what
like
you
a
mean.
loving conversation.
No, but
where
but I get what Dr. Gerry is saying. Friendly conflict
we breeds.
is okay because both people have to be open-minded enough to
Correct.
accept that.
Correct.
And you
That's
don't
correct.
always have that, right?
Right. So different ways of performing, which is the fourth level, fourth stage. So then you're productive. If everybody is very too harmonious and is so silent,
No one grows.
no one grows. You're very stagnant, So there must be a little bit of that challenge, I would call.
So it's just about the different levels.
Correct.
And different intensity. Because like the happiest places on earth, they must still also have some kind of disagreements, right? And conflict.
But I think they probably iron it out in the storm stages. So
Correct.
Yeah.
there's no normalizing
No
of the
stewing out.
negativity.
yeah. Yeah.
Glenn has checked out.
Yeah,
No,
he's-
I'm not. I'm
he's
just
prep- yeah, he's it's okay.
Okay.
This is what's
He's
going to take
prepping,
us
he's
through the next
prepping.
half
He's
an hour.
This is what
prepping
happens
for
off air.
egging, you know.
He's
Everything,
prepping,
you see
he's
everything off air.
He's gathering all his ammunition.
No, not really, not really.
Aloysius, by the way, says, "Good morning, Glenn. You are the thorn among the roses today."
I like it. I like that.
And Mark De Silva said, "Dr. Gerry happily analyzing everyone while they are talking."
Mark, thank you so much for being such a support. He's always so sweet.
Yeah, Mark
Yeah.
De Silva is an awesome guy.
Oh, so funny. And Judy says, "That's why I deal with animals, not humans. Men or women, all same. Humans are petty."
Wow, Judy.
Wow.
As we saw in the Barbie movie.
Oh,
He
I've
was
been
like,
wanted for
"Watch
Angel
I
or
don't
Dr.
watch
Gerry.
Yeah, calling out the white elephant in the room. I'm going to thank David Yo, who does the poster every
Yeah.
week.
Yes.
I couldn't come back on time to tell him the topic, so he was trying to text me and trying to find out to do the poster. So thank you very much.
Oh, thank you, David.
David
That's
is
so
always
much hard
on the
work.
ball. He is
Yeah.
on the ball.
He's quicker than most of us. So back to conflict.
Yes, the last stage is adjourning. So with every community, with every relationship, somewhere along the line, it has to end. And that's tough. But some of us try to avoid it. Some of us try to hide and run from it. But we need to work through that because it is part of that whole journey.
How do we work through a conflict that's been sitting there? You know what I mean? Like a lot of people just sweep it under the rug, like you say. You have to find that moment when you have to adjourn from this conflict and get rid of all that negative feeling and stuff that's been stewing. But a lot of families, I feel, colleagues, friends, have that stewing conflict
Correct.
that's been there for years.
Yes.
How do you approach something
Okay,
like that?
so that one is a little bit tough. We can't cover it in like 2
Yeah.
minutes, but let's look at 5 different ways of management.
Okay.
Different styles of management. So it involves that whole communication, which is something that we are always advocating for. So in the camp, in the training, we are advocating for you to communicate. But how you communicate would be important. So 5 different ways. The first way is, so there are 5: avoidance, accommodation, compromise, collaboration, and compete. Now I'm going big words. I'm going to use layman terms.
Oh,
to
thank
talk
you.
about
but I understood that. But okay, yeah, let's go.
okay, so avoidance is when you tell somebody, I cannot do, and directly tell the person, I can't. I really can't. I can't do it and I won't do it.
Okay.
Second one is accommodation, where you look at it and go like, okay, you have a different opinion, but I think I can do it. I think I can try to do it.
And when you say do it, it's about seeing somebody else's perspective. Not so much a task, right? Because conflicts usually are more psychological, maybe.
So when we manage a conflict, we're standing on our side and say, what can I control? Can I do it? If I look at it and I go, I can't do it, then please share and be truthful and say you can't do it.
Yeah.
And don't force yourself to do it. But if you look at it and you go, I think I can do it, I make that choice to then
To make
do
an
it.
effort.
Correct. The third one would be compromise. That means I can do part of it, and
You have to go
mentioned,
rest of the
right?
way.
you can do it. Okay, you do some, I do some. So that would be a compromise, not a sacrifice. So in relationships, they love to say, I sacrifice for you. I'm so big, I'm
Yeah.
the bigger person.
Yeah.
No, it's compromise.
Yeah.
You do some, I do some.
Yep. And that's
So
so
it's like
important.
it's a meeting in the middle.
Correct.
So important. People don't know how to compromise.
And some people go a little bit extra, like a 70-30 instead of a 50-50. And that's okay as
that's
well,
okay.
right?
That's definitely fine.
As long
Yeah.
as there's a meeting point.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Correct.
Yeah.
You do some, I do some.
Yeah.
What is some doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Okay.
The fourth one is collaboration.
How different is that from like meeting in the middle compromise?
We do it together. We do it hand in hand. We do it side by side. So it's not you do some, I do
At
some.
the same time.
Yeah. So it's not a division of labor. It's
Okay.
doing together.
Yeah. I like that.
And the last one is interesting. It is compete. That means, okay, you say this outcome can be achieved. You do, I do,
And see who's better.
Is better.
Doesn't
and
that cause more conflict though?
not really, because in I'm not sure whether I can do it well. Okay, so I'll try my best and I'll do it. So if it comes out good, use mine.
Oh,
if
right.
yours
Okay.
comes out good, use yours.
Okay. I see that might be a problem for a lot of people though.
Yeah.
It
You know what I
is.
mean?
That's
Because
why I
like,
say it's
why
interesting.
did you pick that one? Because I thought mine came out great. Do you know what I mean? Why
Not
did
really. It's the understanding. That's why I say it's a lot
Oh.
about the self, that you knowing you are in control.
Yeah, but
And that-
voluntarily, I think that's a bit hard.
the last bit, right?
Yeah, the last bit. I do see like a boss, perhaps maybe having a few people under him and him
Making
getting
that
them to
choice.
kind of, compete.
Yeah.
Friendly competition, but then taking the one who performs better.
Better. Yeah. But it's between two people. I see
Yeah.
a bit of conflict being created out of that action. That's what I see.
Yeah.
You know.
So we are not saying we avoid conflict
Yeah.
completely. That's not. We are managing conflict. So that's slightly different there.
Okay.
Conflict is inevitable. It's like, when you
truly
compete,
is.
there will be conflict,
Yeah.
right?
Yes, if there is
Even if you
competition,
just-
yeah.
Even if you just exist
Yeah.
together, there will be conflict.
Okay,
Okay.
30 seconds.
Listen to my friends in New York, say hello. My friends in LA, they don't know where I've been for the past few years or so. Paris to China to Colorado. Sometimes there's airplanes you can't jump out. Sometimes they don't work now. We've got our stories, but please tell me what there's to complain about.
One Republic, Good Life right here on Kiss 92. All the great songs in one place. Thank you so much for having us on. It's Glenn, Angel, Daphne, and Dr. Geraldine Tan. Good
Yeah.
morning.
Good
Good morning.
morning.
We've been talking about managing conflict.
Yes, we
And
have.
You've given us some five
5 different ways.
ways.
Yeah, so avoidance, accommodation, compromise, collaboration, and compete, which the last one we are in conflict with.
Yes. Can you just walk us through so anyone who's listening on the radio knows how to?
So the first one, avoidance, is what can I do? So the 5 different ways is really us taking back control and knowing what we want to do in that situation. So the first one, avoidance, I can't do it, and I express myself. The second one is accommodation. I can do it, so I will do it. And then the third one is compromise. You do some, I do some.
We meet in the
That's
middle.
usually that's usually the
somewhere.
best one, right?
Yeah,
Depending,
but
I
just
guess.
like what Angel says, it doesn't have to be 50-50. There's some can be, it depends.
as long as it
70,
adds up
30.
to you meeting in the
Yep.
middle and
So
everything.
this is the friendliest way to resolve.
I
I
feel
think so.
compromise.
Conflict.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because after watching the Barbie movie, even the Barbies and the Kens didn't resolve their conflict.
Did they not?
That's
Don't tell us the
Yeah,
ending
don't
now.
don't
My
spoil. No
goodness,
spoilers,
Glenn.
Glenn.
Sorry if you haven't watched the movie, means you're a bit late.
not that late. It's only been
Means-
a week.
We have lives as well.
Oh, wow. So the rest of us don't then.
So okay, so compromise.
There, that's
Compromise.
conflict already happening right now. See what I mean by Angel being on the defensive today?
Oh my goodness.
Glenn, quiet. Charlene, switch his mic off.
I was getting in trouble. Okay, compromise, which is in the middle, right? Would you
Yes,
consider?
so if you want to avoid conflict, bring us all for the Barbie movie
There you
together.
go.
That's
Yeah.
collaboration.
I
We'll
thought the
do it
Barbies were
together.
bullying the Kens.
And then the last one is compete. Let's do it and let's see which one is a little
Who
bit
wins?
better. Well, not who wins, but who's is better.
But if you say better, that means who wins. That's
Exactly.
how I see
If
it.
you compete, there has to be a winner and a loser.
and
though.
who's the most competitive amongst us?
Glenn.
Angel.
Oh!
Right? Shalini,
no
Shalini will
getting
attest to
involved.
that.
Shalini,
She's
who-
like the
No.
most competitive gal I know.
Oh,
Not.
girl, maybe, but most competitive in the studio?
No.
I think you
Both of
guys.
you.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, as a third party observer, you are both just as competitive. Okay.
Okay, I think we've been shut down. Okay. Speaking of shutting down, Dr. Gerry, any final words before we welcome Martin into the studio?
I didn't know we were having Martin, so I have another sports person, Michael Jordan.
Okay.
And Michael Jordan says, talent wins games, but teamwork and intelligence wins championships.
There you go, and we
Yeah.
are champions.
And we're a team.
Yeah,
Yes.
so says the guy, who was. Let me just tell you, if you watch the Michael Jordan documentary, you'll discover that not everyone can work with Michael Jordan because it was his way or the highway.
Of course, you would have something to say about
So
that.
yeah, he's a team player, open and
my
closed inverted commas. But he was a
goodness.
genius. He was just amazing. He was just another level. But it was certainly
Legend.
his way.
Well, and look at where that got him.
Of course.
Got him to the top.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Dr. Gerry.
Pleasure's all mine. Happy to be here.
All
See
right.
you again next week.
Stand by. Martin Skrtel from Liverpool is next. In the meantime, here's Emmy Maley with I Am Woman on Kiss 92.
That's a song for all the women
Sorry,
in the
it's
house.
Melly.
Yeah.
I beg your pardon. I almost said Maley.
Meili.
Emmy Maley.
It's not Meili. She's not.
With I Am Woman.
So good to see you. I'll see you next
Oh no, we didn't switch on the mirror outside. I always like to switch on the lights because it gives everyone like this just before coming into the
That
studio. it's like,
welcome, right?
yes.
Wow, I
It's
would have loved to be here
showtime.
for PTSD. Are we going outside?
No, I'm just gonna.
No, say goodbye and then
Just
probably
shut the-
welcome. Hi. Is he already here?
I'm sure it's here.
Oh, he's next door. What's that mean?
Oh, he's at Money, right?
One.
Oh. We're still on Facebook. Hello. Good morning. It's just me now. Making up for the time that I'm not going to drink any water until 9 o'clock. I've learned my lesson.
Angel's coming back.
Angel's coming back. Do you have a date today? You look
Do I have a date today?
Yeah, do you? You look all
thank
dressed
you.
up.
I got a date
Yeah,
with Martin
yeah.
Skrtel.
Oh, very competitive. Both of you lah.
Oh, hello. What happened?
Just waiting for Martin.
Oh, right. Okay. You want to get a photo? Yes. Okay. Awesome.
Everyone
awesome.
want a
Please sit
photo with Martin Skrtel.
Yeah,
Martin
me
Skrtel.
too.
His tattoos are like my tattoos. No.
No lah, he's much
got
That's
full
what,
more.
sleeves.
that's
Got
what my
full
husband
sleeves.
said.
Full sleeves.
Glenn and Martin can talk about one thing, tattoos.
Later when you walk in.
I also can talk about tattoos. Except mine are cute.
Hi, Martin.
You can't see, but Glenn just rolled up his.
Glenn's pulled his pants up.
Glenn,
down.
Glenn, you've got one tattoo on your shin.
Here, closer to me. Closer
Oh
to
no,
me.
you got two. You got two.
What?
Wow.
Closer to me. There you go.
A little
Put
bit.
Put it up here.
Yeah,
there
the
you go,
lighting
yes.
is not really doing you any favors, but
You don't work with cameras much, do you? He's like, what?
So, since we are here,
yeah.
how many tattoos do you think I have?
Oh,
15.
to win
No.
nothing.
I had
8.
close.
How many tattoos do you think I have? You confirm cannot guess.
You have 7,
Hey, good morning.
8,
More?
9,
58.
10,
Less than that.
11,
More than 10. More.
He's
more.
gonna keep going.
14,
No, then should I just tell you?
15.
Yes.
Don't keep going up one by one. I have 23 tattoos.
Wow.
But they're all little
Oh, we're gonna
ones.
go
We're gonna go on air, okay.
On air first. I had 13, then I got rid of 3. So
I'll
I
say
did a big
10.
one to
In one
cover,
go.
covered 3.
Oh, so now you have
10.
10. But you had 13 and you covered up 1.
3.
You covered up
covered
3.
three.
To have 1, then shouldn't you have 11?
Yes.
No, sorry. Over here, I had, what do you call 4?
Oh,
Alright.
then you... Okay.
4, I
Okay,
covered
going
3.
on air.
Oh, yeah, okay.
We're still live. Hello.
But we're going on. So this is what the Emmys, this lady is what the Emmys were named after. She is Emmy Melly with a track called I Am Woman. Right here on Kiss 92, all the great songs.
I'm sure
in one
she came a
place.
lot later, long time after the Emmys started.
Oh, I'm not sure exactly when, but I
Yeah.
mean, since you mentioned that, then maybe you should do some research.
Yeah, oh, wow.
On
Okay.
that, and, that'd be-
I do
But
research.
you know, the next time you watch the
fired.
What
the
is
next time you watch the
Glenn,
Emmys,
exactly.
well, know
Uh-huh.
that it was
Emmy Melly.
inspired by that lady, Emmy Melly.
Emmy Melly. Okay. I feel like she's a young girl, but okay, sure, if you say
I think
so.
she is. She is.
Yes, of course
I've
she
seen the
is.
interviews of
Yeah,
her.
Glenn's just
But
talking
not
out.
as small as the statue.
Glenn is just talking out of his you know what. She's
Okay,
23
there you
years
go.
old. She's 23.
young.
Anyway, I just want to say I'm an Everton fan, and Angel is a Liverpool fan, and
Change
that's
of
why
subject.
you know we're kind of like
Wow.
starting this conflict already right now. But of course, once Martin Skrtel walks into the studio, I will be outnumbered because it will be 2 against 1.
I'd rather be on the side of the red than the side of the blue
Of
at the
course.
moment.
Oh
Yeah.
my! I'm purple, so I combine the two.
Yeah, that's
right?
There you go.
Red and blue,
It's
very
it's
nice.
good to be neutral sometimes. Dr. Geraldine Tan, who's still here, because I mean she's
Liverpool
just
fan.
sticking around. I told her to stick around and meet Martin as well.
Uh-huh.
Are you a Liverpool fan, Jerry?
My husband is a Liverpool.
Okay,
Oh,
then you are
by default.
by default
A
a Liverpool fan
yes,
as well.
yes.
And luckily, FD is not here.
And there he
because
is. He's
FD
coming into
is
the
a Liverpool fan.
welcome,
Come on in, come on in, come on in.
in.
We are live on air right now.
Okay, I'll just tell you that he's coming. Oh no! He won't shake Glenn's hand.
Have a seat.
Have a seat.
Come on in, everybody. Come on in, come on in.
He specifically felt he had to wear his blue jersey
Yeah,
today.
because the last time John Barnes was in the studio, I was like, I got to be respectful. I won't wear my Everton jersey. He came in. I was a little nervous because, you know, I mean, look, this final.
He wanted to have something to talk
Can
to
we
you
swap the
about.
places so I don't need to face him?
Are you sure you want to sit next to him, though? There might be more
Can I go
conflict
to the
there.
next room?
You can go to the next room.
But can I just say that, you know, while I was watching Martin in action
Yeah.
back in the day, I was thinking, this guy will look better in an Everton
in the
jersey.
blues. I
If
just
only he played for us.
Oh
Wait,
no!
before-
He just walked in. Can we be a little kinder?
No, I mean that.
But before,
with
wait, I tell you what.
respect.
Before we move on, we do have a voice note that came in earlier specifically for you. So
Okay.
we just need to play that.
Let's play Liverpool legend who will be joining us, Martin Skrtel.
Yeah, I like your
Was
choice of T-shirt today.
One of the toughest defenders. He used to make fun of Evertonians all the time,
Oh,
so I said I
wow.
have to put
That's
my
why.
Everton jersey on.
Wow,
Okay.
just to get a reaction.
But I like him though. Don't tell him when he comes in, okay? I really dig this dude.
Don't
You know,
tell
I
him that you
wish-
like him, or don't tell him that you're trying.
Don't tell him that I like him.
Why?
I'm an Everton fan. How can I say I like a Liverpool player?
Well, you know
I
what
can't.
we're gonna do then, right?
But
Most certainly.
but I
so.
always felt like, you know, he would have been an
Better?
excellent defender for Everton.
Ah,
and he would have
Tell
looked
him that.
really good in the Everton
so
jersey
maybe
as
we'll
well.
tell him that instead. All right. Maybe you guys will do a switch of jerseys, like they
This
do
was
on the pitch.
This was at 6 a.m. this morning.
And he would not have been number
He was still
37.
sleeping.
He would have been our number 3.
Oh.
And
Right, well,
better.
welcome on the show.
welcome, Martin.
Thank you.
Welcome to Singapore. Is this the first time you're in Singapore?
Oh, I think it's the second, but I don't remember the first
Glenn's
one.
not keeping
Wait,
track.
in 2008, I'm not sure, but Liverpool may have come to Singapore around that year when Rafa was
Yeah.
manager. You were with Rafa, you were with Roy Hodgson, you were with Kenny Dalglish, and a little bit of Klopp as well.
And also Brendan Rodgers.
Oh, Brendan Rodgers.
See,
How
he
can I
does
forget
love
Brendan
you.
Rodgers?
He does love you.
That's no
Wait,
Liverpool.
wait,
He's follow Liverpool, so he knows everything.
Secretly a Liverpool
Well, you know,
fan.
for many years now, I've been hoping Merseyside will turn blue one day.
Never. Not even with the new stadium, my friend.
Oh! But you're most welcome to the new stadium. It's going to be amazing.
Next year, right? You said if
Next
they're going to
year.
open it.
Next
I'm
year,
not
maybe.
sure if I would be most welcome there.
You will
because-
be welcome. Why
Oh,
not?
I was in Goodison, I wasn't.
Well, you know, I mean, we used to jeer you, yes, a lot. But I know you used to like
Especially
that
the fans
quite a
when
bit.
you get to the pitch as a player and the fans behind the goal on the left side, you could hear everything from them. I think.
It wasn't pleasant, right?
No, it wasn't at all.
But they're passionate towards you, you know?
But yeah, I think it's a part of the football, you know. So.
Of course.
And I like this rivalry, I got to say, between the Everton and Liverpool, and because in one city, and basically, I don't know if it's half and half, but obviously you have the chance to meet the Liverpool fans, also the Everton fans, And the rivalry, and especially during the game, was something I always enjoyed, you know,
Yeah.
because this kind of games, as a player, you play football for.
Yeah, that's great.
course,
Absolutely
yeah.
fantastic. No, such a pleasure to have you in the studio,
Yeah,
you know,
thank you.
Martin, and to have you in Singapore as well. Let's continue to talk to Martin Skrtel on The Big Show TV. It is 8:38.
Go big.
Okay, we're still live.
So
We
still
are
live,
still
yes.
live. Yeah.
Yeah. So awesome to have you in the studio. How is your back? I know you injured your back sometime back.
Yeah. Well, you know,
Better?
my age and the long career make my back a little bit, as would say, not good.
You're not that old.
Exactly.
I'm old for football.
For
you know.
football,
Okay.
it's considered
But,
old. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still 38 only. I
there
would
you go.
say, but
Yeah.
but some doctors said my back is like 58. So,
Oh wow.
so
Okay.
what can I do?
You've worked out a lot more than most people in their lives.
At a younger
so-
age, yeah, for sure.
Tell us a little bit about your hometown, because Martin is from Slovakia.
Okay.
Yes.
And I understand that you are from an area where the population is like what, 2,000 people, maybe even
Small
less
town.
than that.
Wow.
Yeah. Basically, where I was living with my parents, we can say it like the village, which is like 1,500 people.
Only?
But yeah, only it's a small village, you know, and you got to know that the Slovakia is a small country. It's only 5 million people, you know. The biggest city, Bratislava, is like 600,000. So yeah, but this make it even more special, you know, because in your village you know everyone.
Yeah.
So that's something. But I left my parents' house when I was 15.
Wow.
You know, and then I left the country when I was 19. So after, let's say, 20 years, it was very nice to come back again.
Do you go back often? your
During
hometown?
my career, no,
Hmm.
but now I'm trying to do it because obviously for 20 years I miss my family, I miss my parents, my sister, my brother, and also my friends. So now I'm trying to go back as much as possible.
Has anything changed in those 20 years?
Surely.
Just the people, you know, the faces and the
Oh,
hair.
yeah, getting older and older, but everything's pretty much still the same.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah.
okay.
Speaking of hair, I don't know how many fans, would be surprised to see Martin right now, because when he was on the pitch, he was very closely shaven.
Yeah.
So I think many people
actually,
thought
on
you didn't have
Facebook we
hair.
have Adrian. He said, "Miss your old hairstyle in Liverpool, but love your new hairstyle. Looking good." So I
thank
got some
you.
fans.
Actually,
Lots
you
of
look
fans.
younger with hair, actually.
Okay.
Things are falling over
Everything's
that side,
falling.
things are falling over
What's
this side.
happening
The
here?
gravity is stronger. You walked in and everything's
Because of
falling
my
down
hair.
now.
Both
People
Martin
are
and myself
shocked.
are going like, what?
What is
What?
happening?
It's like,
We got clumsy people in the studio.
okay, so where were we? Where were we?
You were
Talking about your
the hair.
hometown and
Yeah.
your hair.
Hair, yeah.
And it's not fake, it's real.
It's real. It's absolutely
I don't
real.
think
No
anyone
implants,
says
no.
I was shaved by choice.
Okay. And do you think that going home now, people, you have the same community as you did? Because 20 years to be away from home is a
Yeah.
long time, right?
Yeah, obviously it is a long time. And when I left,
You were all kids.
we were the kids, and now we
Yeah.
have families, and obviously every single one has a job. But we always try to find the space and time for ourselves, and that's why also I start to play football again for my home village, we can say.
Oh, wow,
Yeah.
nice.
That's
Okay.
So that
amazing.
because I promised my friends that one day when I come back, I will do it. So at least now every Sunday we are having the game.
Oh, that's
So,
lovely.
nice.
Yeah. It is
Literally
good,
like
and
coming
I
home, yeah.
I quite enjoy it.
Is that Spartak? No.
Look at his face.
Don't tell that Spartak Trnava is a village. no, this club is the team I was always supporting since I was a child.
Okay.
And my dream was to come back there and play.
Oh, wow.
So, but it was the professional.
Okay.
And when I finished my career, I went back to my village team. we
I
would say.
see.
Yeah,
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay. I'm sure you play a different position now.
of course. All my life I was the defender, so now I try to be more higher.
Yeah.
And when I came there, first game I used to play as a number 10, but after I said, coach, I go as a striker because I want to score the goals. So, and I managed to do it. I score few, so it's okay. It's different kind of football,
Yeah.
It's more for the fun with the friends, and after the game we can have some food, we can have some few drinks, and it's more enjoyable.
Yeah, that's
If-
brilliant.
If you weren't playing football, what do you think you would be doing?
Ooh, good question.
Oof.
You know?
You don't
I would
know?
never think about this, but
Tattoo artist.
no, not really. Maybe some other kind of sport, because when I was a child, I was also playing the ice hockey.
Oh, right, okay.
So maybe that could be something for me.
Ice
okay.
hockey.
Yep.
So do you play golf?
Totally different. Totally
No,
different.
no, no,
game.
Everything leads back to
I
golf.
love golf, but I can't play it because I'm so bad.
Oh, okay.
Golf. Don't you agree? Golf could possibly be the most difficult sport in the world.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
What?
When I was in
What?
You
you
see?
playing golf?
I mean, I played golf. I don't play anymore. But I also play left-handed, so maybe I have a. I don't
But
know.
it is a hard
I started
sport.
when I was
It is.
younger.
It is. When I was in UK, in UK the golf is very popular, but I never started to play. But then in Turkey, because of my son, he started to play. So I wanted to be like, sometimes you can go and play with him. So I took few lessons, but
Hard.
It's impossible to learn.
You learn it for your son, though, right? You go and play some.
Well,
Play on
obviously
the
for
green?
myself, but sometimes because he is playing, so I would like to take him and play together, but
Yeah.
it's impossible because he's so good, I'm so bad.
Oh.
Which is why if you want your kid to take up golf, start them early.
My dad started me
Yes.
very young. That's why I could play. And now you ask me. I went to the driving range a couple weeks ago. I'm
Yeah.
awful. I was absolutely awful. I just drank some beer instead.
Yeah,
That was the best
so
part
we
of
can
it.
play together.
I would just sit and
Or
drink.
we can
Sit on the
drink
terrace and
together.
drink.
You must be such an inspiration though going back home, I'm sure the kids look up to you and say, you're like the standard for people
yeah.
for kids that might want to go pro.
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
But-
You're not
no,
sure.
because Slovakia is kind of special about this because like the rivalry between Liverpool and Everton is similar in Slovakia between Spartak Trnava, my club, and Slovan Bratislava.
Okay.
So like the country is split for the two groups,
Oh.
and we can say one group loves me, other groups hates me.
Right.
But yeah, as we talking about the kids, probably yes, because the players, not only myself, they're also the players from my generation. It was the first time in history qualified for the Euros and also for the World Cup. So we can say it was like quite successful generation. So it's nice to see.
That's very humble of you.
Yeah. I'm from the small village, so I got to be humble.
Humility is there. Yeah.
Okay, we'll go back on air and we'll talk about the Festival of
Yep,
Football.
and then a
I'll
little bit
just
of this.
highlight a few other things
Yeah.
about Martin.
Yeah.
And then, why don't you take that?
Sure. Okay.
That'll be fun.
That'll be fun.
It'll be fun. You can't see it. Spoil the surprise.
Okay, here we go. Really hot band out of Korea right now. New Jeans right here on Kiss 92. Cool with you. Our guest for this morning is a Liverpool legend and a great guy. Martin Skrtel is with us because Liverpool are in town for the Festival of Football. Welcome, Martin.
Thank you very much.
So tell us, Martin, what's so unique about the Festival of Football? I know it ends tomorrow with Liverpool and Bayern Munich at the National Stadium. By the way, there's still tickets available. You can go to ticketek.com.sg to get your tickets. Not many,
Not
I
many
hear.
left.
Not many.
So get your tickets
yeah,
now.
it's happening tomorrow at 7:30 at the National Stadium. So what do you think? Why do you think people should go?
Well, obviously, it's a unique tournament or unique occasion, I would say, because you have a chance to see three teams. You have a chance to see Liverpool, Leicester City, and Bayern Munich. And obviously, there was one game against Leicester City which we won 4-0. And look at his face.
No, the reason why I
Shaking
look
your
like
head.
this right now is because I'm envious. I'm like, why Leicester City? They should have gotten Everton to come down.
Maybe next year.
Maybe next year. Maybe next year.
But maybe that is something to think about.
Yeah.
To bring the Merseyside derby to Singapore.
Yes.
Would
For
be
sure.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then obviously we play the bigger team tomorrow
Yeah.
than Everton.
How do you think? How do you
Yeah.
think that'll go? I mean, I know it's a friendly, but it is the Singapore Trophy as well. How do you think that will go?
Yeah, in this kind of in this period of the season of the preparation, obviously the result is not something most important. But
Yeah.
if you play against the Bayern Munich, which is the biggest team in Germany, and I think it's like 2 weeks or something till beginning of the season, so maybe it's also about the prestige to get a good result, you know.
Of course.
So it's gonna be interesting game also for the fans, for the players, because to see the play Liverpool against Bayern Munich, maybe we can say it's the Champions League final game,
Yep.
and the people they have a chance to see it here in Singapore, which is great. So yeah, I'm looking forward for it, and yeah, can't wait till Wednesday.
It'll be 2-1 to Liverpool.
That's what
Okay.
I said.
It'll be 2-1 to Liverpool. You know why? I think Klopp, if anyone knows Bayern's game, it is Jurgen Klopp. I like Klopp as well.
Yeah, you do like Klopp, yeah.
So your heart
You're
is
giving
half red.
He's almost purple now.
See, I wore a neutral color.
But it's gonna be close, but it's gonna go Liverpool.
I think it's going to be a great match. It is going to be a great match. Okay, we want to have a little bit of fun with you right now. We want to ask you some rapid fire questions. So no thinking,
So don't
okay?
think.
No
Just
thinking.
answer.
We're just going to go straight into it. And do we have a countdown or do we have like a TikTok or something happening on the background? No, okay. All right. Okay, are you ready?
I will film
So,
it. I will film
How many seconds I have for the answer?
No seconds.
No
You-
seconds.
you
So
do-
that's
you do-
always
you do-
like this, yeah?
You know,
Immediately.
Yeah.
But we are live.
But there is
We're live.
there's a time
Oh my
limit,
God.
okay?
There's a
so
time limit.
30 seconds.
30 seconds, all right? Are you ready? And here we go. Current favorite player.
Van Dijk.
Favorite late night snack.
Nuts.
Biggest achievement outside of football.
My son.
Your go-to song.
Sweet Caroline.
What's the last thing that made you happy? Come on.
Oh, come on.
Tick-tock, tick-tock.
My wife.
Football hero when you were growing up.
Roberto Baggio.
Sunshine or snow?
Sunshine.
There you go. Nicely done. Nicely done, Martin.
Good job. Good job. You know, before we let you go, I just want to ask you your experience as captain of the Slovakian national team. How was that?
Something special. Because obviously if you play for the club, it's something different. If you play for your country and you represent all your family or your friends and whole nation. So I had the honor to be the captain for, I don't know, 10 years maybe. And that was always something special and always will be, because for me to play for my nation was always the something special, high, you know, and I was so lucky to get more than 100 caps for the national team.
Wow.
Half of them was as a captain, so it's gonna be I will remember that forever.
All right.
Nice.
And your time at Liverpool, 8.5 years thereabout at Liverpool. How was that?
I didn't expect that, you know, because yeah, when I was a child, when I was growing with the football, I was dreaming to go to Premier League, because in my eyes is the best competition in the world. And yeah, then when I had the chance to go, it was the few clubs we've been talking with, but obviously when Liverpool came, it was like this. It was like quick answer.
No, yeah,
you know,
no thoughts,
and then,
no second guessing.
and then yeah, you know, for almost 9 years, I tried to enjoy every single day, every single game, every single training, because I had the chance to be part of this big, great football club, to play with maybe the best players in the world, and yeah, it was special, was unique, and that was I can easily say that was the best period in my football career and also in my life, because my son was born in Liverpool, so
Oh, I see.
Nice.
So Liverpool
Special
will-
place.
always gonna be in our hearts.
Nice,
Aw.
nice.
Thank you very much, Martin, for joining us this morning. It was a real pleasure. And, you know, all of us are just so happy to have met you.
We are. And remember, Liverpool plays Bayern Munich tomorrow at the National Stadium. It is the Singapore Trophy presented by Audi and Standard Chartered, happening at 7:30 p.m. It's the final match for the festival, Singapore Festival of Football. And you can get your tickets at ticketek.com.sg.
Thank you so much. We've been speaking to Martin Skrtel. Thank you so much, Martin.
So thank you for having me here.
Glenn, Angel, and the Flying Dutchman.